Hello and welcome to another episode of 5 Minute Financial Friday. It's your girl Stephanie, your safe money expert with 300 Financial Group. And today I am going to talk about something that I kind of see when I talk to people about the strategic way they could possibly use the IUL when it comes to retirement planning. Okay, so it's kind of clear to me sometimes that they just actually don't believe it. And they kind of tell me that as well sometimes. But it's just kind of clear the way the questions and everything that they just really don't believe that the IUL can actually guarantee them what it's saying that it's going to guarantee. These are people that don't believe in insurance, though, right? Itself. Some of these people are actually very familiar with insurance. They're familiar with term policies, right? For anybody that's not familiar with a term policy is a policy that lasts for a certain term, say 10, 20, 30 years, right? So this term policy, it guarantees payment should the policyholder pass away. But if that person actually outlives that time period, then it doesn't pay out. And unfortunately, there are a large percentage of term policies that actually end up never paying out because we are outliving our term policies. So someone can pay into this term policy for however many years, right? 10, 20, 30 years, right? And they get nothing from it, and neither do their beneficiaries because it turned out before they passed away. So there came a time when insurance companies said, hey, what can we do that will allow a person paying into this policy to actually benefit from the policy while they are still alive, right? So income, cash value, life insurance policies. Now, don't get me wrong, term policies still have their purpose. They still have a place sometimes, right? I put people into term policies all the time. They can still have a place when it comes to your retirement planning or estate planning, different reasons. But cash value life insurance policies can do just a lot more for you, okay? And while you're still alive. Right. So when it comes to cash value life insurance policies, there's different types of them out there. But I'm going to talk about the one that's going to give you the most bang for your buck, right? That's the IUL. IULs do offer guarantees. They utilize index crediting, which guarantees that you won't lose money in a down market. When the market goes down, you don't lose any money, but you're also able to still participate in the up market when the market is up, right? You're also able to receive a tax-free income until the age of 120. And since the IUL is not like your typical retirement product, you're actually allowed to pull from it before age of 59 and a half without any penalty, right? Even if you retire at 50, 55, you can actually start to pull your income that early if you'd like to without any penalty. And then you have living benefits with the IUL. So should you get sick terminally, critically, chronically ill, you're able to pull some of that death benefit and actually use it for your own benefit and use it to pay for those ailments. And then, of course, you have your death benefit, like insurance does, right? And you're able to, if you pass away, your loved one still is able to benefit from it as well and get something from that death benefit. So plenty of ways to be able to utilize that IUL, and it does more for you. Like I said, you get more bang for your buck when it comes to it. So the bottom line is that you're able to benefit from this policy while you are still alive, right? You don't have to die in order for this policy to do something for your loved one, because it won't be for you because you passed away. So what I find interesting when someone doesn't see how an insurance company can make upgrades to their products, because that's essentially what happened, right? Insurance company said, how can we upgrade our product to make it better? It's interesting to me because companies and industries upgrade all the time. That's what they do. They outdo themselves, they upgrade, they compete against other companies, whatever you want to think about it. Companies do this all the time. So they find ways to improve their products, improve their brand whatsoever. Let's look at a couple examples. Okay. Cars. The automotive industry is constantly upgrading, right? The cars of yesteryear are not the same as the cars of today. We have electric cars. We have cars that talk to us. We have cars that drive themselves. Now, I don't want to see a car driving itself. I don't want to see a personless car next to me ever on the I don't believe in that. But that's a whole nother podcast. We're not going to talk about that right here. Okay, anyway. Then we have house phones, right? You guys remember? Okay, I might be dating myself, but house phones. I remember the time when I had to be in my house to be on the phone, and I could only walk a certain distance because that's as far as the cord went, right? But then we had cordless phones, and we were able to walk around the house, without the cord. But then came car phones, and then we had cell phones, and then we went to smartphones, right? Typewriters to computers. I mean, you name it. Companies, industries, upgrade. That's what we do. So how did the insurance companies upgrade their product? Let's look at this term policy again. When I like to actually put things in a way where people can kind of think about it differently. Let me see if this example helps with that or not. All right, so let's look at that term policy again. So let's just say we're going to purchase a $1 million term policy for $100 a month. So we're going to pay $100 every month within that term period, right? And then if we pass away within that term period, our loved one's going to get that $1 million. So even if we only pay into this policy for 2 years and we only end up paying $2,400 and then we pass away, our loved one beneficiary is going to get $1 million. Why do we believe that? We believe that because that's what the contract we signed says, that we're going to pay this amount, we pass away, our beneficiary gets X amount, $1 million. Okay. For some reason, though, we don't believe that when it comes to the IUL. So what just happened here? The insurance company just upgraded their product. They still have the term product. You can still get a term policy, but they also have another product that is different, but it helps you out in a different way. And this product also guarantees you different things, but you're going to pay a different amount to get these particular benefits, right? So what I love about the IUL too is that you are now going to benefit should you live a long, prosperous life. You can actually use, let's keep with the $1 million, that $1 million for yourself. So what do we want to do? We want to look at the amount of money that's being put into the IUL over 20, 30, if you started young, 40 years. You can end up still receiving $1 million for yourself of however much you put into this account, right? So with the IUL, you signed a contract that says that you'll essentially, let's just say, you essentially still get that $1 million, but you're just going to get it in a different way over a longer period of time. And instead of it being paid out in one huge lump sum of $1 million, you're going to get it in smaller chunks and amounts, right? And then even if you don't want to wait to receive that $1 million over a longer period of time and you want to take out maybe money out of your cash value, you have that option also. You can take money out of it over the time. You can just take the money out of your cash value later on if you like to, or you can wait and just keep receiving money where you'll eventually get, more than likely, that $1 million, right? So why is it that we don't believe the same company can do this? What is there not to believe is my question, to be totally honest. So we believe this term policy can give us $1 million. Why don't we believe that the IUL can, right? It's just done in a different way, right? So I don't know. If you're one of those people that this isn't believable to you, the IUL, you're still having questions, and that's probably what it is. You just still really don't understand all the ins and outs of the IUL, really how it works. If you're one of these people who don't believe it and you have more questions, please let me clarify them for you. I can help you understand it and really figure out, as I say all the time, how it could possibly benefit you and fit into your portfolio and be part of your retirement plan, part of the way that you build generational wealth for your family, part of the way you protect yourself, should you become sick, part of the way to give you some tax-free income in retirement and just some extra leg of income in retirement. I can show you how this policy can help you with those things. So as always, what do you need to do? You can click that link below and ask me a question or request to meet with me, whichever, right? Or one of my associates, I can do that as well. Or if you have my number, what? Call me, right? Until then, guys, have a great weekend. Happy Friday again, and I will see you next week.